All right, so sharing an idea that I had. This is the Chat GPT application on the web. I have it on my phone, and this is some code that I'm working on. Right now, if I go here and do some chatting, or if I go on my phone and use the application, great. But I have no way of communicating from here to here. I can communicate to OpenAI here, and I can make calls in and out, and I can build an application. But if I want to build an interface, which is basically maybe no different than this, I have to go through the whole process of building that interface and submitting it to the App Store and all that. And I really don't want to do that because I'm much better at writing this back-end code. So what this back-end code right here is and it's not necessarily anything I'm going to complete, but it's just some test code. It's like a content building. So give it a topic, the Iliad. It goes through and pulls down all the main headings that would be taught and subheadings and then quiz questions and things like that. Stores it in a database, and then the idea is that it will prompt me through some interface to answer the questions, keep track of what I've learned, what I haven't learned, what I need to learn. And you can do this with anything. So the idea is that this thing is just going to be able to build stuff. And then I would be able to, mark things up as good questions, not so good. It would get curated over time. So if I wanted to use this interface to do that, though, it's not possible. What I need to be able to do is send, basically this needs to become like Slack or Discord. I need to be able to send somebody a message from here, have them respond, and then get that response back and store it. So, I mean, in some sense, this may not use any of OpenAI's calls, but it would use the OpenAI interface potentially, just as an application that's already on the phone. And, if this was extended to most of the chat applications, and if it worked with most of them, that would be great. So, basically I would pay a fee for doing this for each subscriber or user, and there would be some easy way for users to register to subscribe to this program if they want to use it. And so that would all be controlled, basically all I have to do now, write code, register it with ChatGPT or whatever, and basically have a way of calling in and seeing who my subscribers are, when have they added, all that junk. So all that interface goes on. But then OpenAI or whoever can monetize or partially monetize my app by basically being an app store of sorts. So a lot of details to work out there, but the gist is I would like to be able to send a user, particularly myself, from my code, send myself a message that shows up on my phone as a notification that the chatbot, ChatGPT, is wanting to communicate, and maybe it sends me some information. And if I respond to that information, I have the ability to get that response either via a callback or ideally just passive, where I poll and see if there's a response. If it needs to be faster, it would be callback, but you'd want to be able to, if it doesn't need to be super fast, because with a callback, then I got to worry about running a web server and having a point like that, which maybe I don't want to do. But anyway, you get the point, and yeah, that would be really cool. So just take the app that's already on our phone, because we don't want more apps. We don't need more apps. I don't need an app for everything. Most apps die that way, and be able to integrate an app that's already existing, extend it kind of like Slack or Discord, and basically include more interactive kind of chatbots that are external applications, and then all the data is stored on that external application, and OpenAI isn't required to manage all that history and stuff. That can all be stored here and offloaded, and for particular purposes. So that's the idea. Hopefully somebody will implement that.